Hi, I'm Tim O'Neill, Kuriyama Marketing Manager. I have with me today Caleb Tillotson, our metal hose product specialist. Caleb comes to us today from Williamsport, Indiana, where our hose tech manufacturing facility is located. Caleb has an exciting new product to introduce to us today called Tec Flex. So Caleb, tell us about this great new product.
So the world of metal hose, not nearly as exciting as some of our other product lines. It's remained largely unchanged since the invention of strip-wound metal hose.
Lined and unlined.
That's right, lined, unlined, directional, bidirectional. What we have with Tec Flex is a new design where we are creating essentially a directional flow, smooth bore alternative, an upgraded alternative using a single strip of metal.
Okay, so single strip, kind of like our rough bore.
Yes.
But you're telling me there's something different about the way it's manufactured.
Correct, yeah. So if you see the design that Tim wrote up on the board, on traditional smooth bore hose, the blue markering would be used by a second strip of metal. We would introduce that second strip of metal at the very end of the manufacturing process that gives it that interior liner. Mm-hmm. What we did was we found a way through a very sophisticated and detailed manufacturing process. We folded the single strip an extra time, which creates that smooth bore profile, directional flow profile, without introducing a secondary strip as the liner.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So how does it do as far as lightweight, flexibility?
We are, compared to traditional smooth bore directional flow hose, it's lighter weight, it's more flexible, it's got a better bend radius, so it's getting, it improves on everything while still giving you the traditional benefits.
That's fantastic. So single strip, still got my smooth flow, lined type hose, but you're telling me it's more lighter weight and flexible. So I want to see this for myself.
Absolutely.
All right. So what have I got here, Caleb? This is the line hose?
That is a 4-inch traditional 5180 smooth bore hose.
All right. So I've got a lined standard metal hose, and here I have a 5-inch.
Yep. That's 5-inch Tec Flex.
So this is 5-inch Tec Flex. Look at that. It wants to bend on its own. Yep. So I can definitely feel that's lighter, even though it's a heavier, even though it's a bigger hose. It's lighter weight. So this is your lined metal hose. All right.
You can get it, but you work
Not
for
terrible.
it, don't you?
Yeah. And then this is Tec Flex.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
It's the real deal, isn't it?
That's amazing, Caleb.
And you can tell on the convolutions of the hose, that really shows you the difference. By folding that, the single strip an extra time, you can see the convolutions are thinner. Mm-hmm. So we are putting more material inside each convolution. So that's what's making those convolutions seem thinner.
Okay, so that looks like it leads us to our next advantage as far as the leak rate.
Yeah. So the leak rate, it's actually would pass EPA emission test for commercial truck exhaust, which is obviously something that we're not worried about passing in industrial applications, but it proves the point that this hose is incredibly efficient. It's got a better leak rate than even our packed hoses. And so that's going to give you the benefit of better product transfer efficiency. So you're going to move your product along without losing pressure over distance, and without having to pay for packed hose and not having to get the extra weight and stiffness that packed hose brings.
Okay, so this is even an unpacked hose.
Correct.
So if I wanted this to have similar leak resistance to the Tec Flex, it'd become even stiffer.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm getting better leak resistance, lighter weight, better flexibility. You can see the better bend radius, even with a larger ID.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
And the force to bend being so low is a huge benefit. Where we're targeting this hose is we want to try and make life on operators easy. You know, it's us at the factory, we make these hoses all day long, but at the end of the day, we're not the ones lugging this across a rail yard. We're not the one hooking it up to a truck, to a rail car. So if we can give you the same durability and all the great benefits that our products bring, but make life easier on the operators, then why wouldn't we?
Absolutely. Better ease of use, lighter weight, reduces back injuries, less liability.
Absolutely.
Lots of advantages there. So I see we have some comparisons here to our smooth bore and even our rough bore hose.
Yep. So this is with a 4-inch. So we're taking 4-inch Tec Flex, 4-inch smooth bore, traditional unpacked, 4-inch rough bore, traditional unpacked, both medium weights. You can see that the Tec Flex is going to have a better bend radius than both products. Even the rough bore. So
even the rough bore is
compared to a single one. Mm-hmm. And what you see is a big reason of that is the profile. By putting that extra material inside those convolutions, it gives the product a little more leverage. So there's more product in there, but with that double fold, it's giving your flanges more room to move.
Okay.
So you're able to get a better bend radius, even though you're putting more material inside of the convolution.
Wonderful. So better bend radius than either rough or smooth bore.
Yep.
Weight, lighter weight. It looks like half the weight of smooth bore.
Yeah.
Even lighter weight than rough bore. And as you mentioned, the leak rates. So looks like less than 0.2 CFM, cubic feet per minute.
Yep.
So whereas smooth bore would be greater than or equal to 0.5 CFM, and then rough bore would be greater than or equal to the 0.2. So it's better than both of those.
And it should be noted, and you marked it down. I'm glad you did. That's rated at 4.5 psi. So it's very low pressure, and that's the reason that you see the low leak rates for our smooth bore and rough bore. As you increase that psi, you're going to definitely see that the Tec Flex hose, that leak rate is going to increase at a much more gradual rate than the smooth bore and rough bore unpacked. As you get up into higher pressures of, say, maybe 15, 20 psi, that leak rate is going to grow exponentially.
Okay. Well, excellent. So now, can I get this hose custom fabricated, whatever length I want, with a variety of Kuriyama fittings on there?
Yep. Right now, we are making this hose in 2.5 inch up through 7 inch. We're going to be able to make 8 inch ID hose in Q1 of 2021, which we're very excited about. That'll open up opportunities in grain applications, grain vacs. So it's sort of just opening our horizons. And yes, any length configuration, any infitted configuration that you could normally get at Hose Tech is available for this product.
Oh, wonderful. Well, that's exciting. So Tec Flex metal hose, the latest and greatest innovation in metal hose. Well, thanks, Caleb. Thanks for introducing that to us today, and I'm sure everybody's excited to learn about it. If you'd like to know more about the Tec Flex metal hose, contact Caleb at Hose Tech or any of our Kuriyama Inside Sales representatives. Thank you.